I just shared this image of these two YouTubers who apparently they were supposed to adopt a child from Thailand, but then at the last minute they decided not to. And if you see their video, it clearly states, they themselves have said in their video, that that when they wanted to adopt, it seems one of the terms and conditions that the Thai authorities give them is you cannot promote or share this child on social media for 1 year, one full year. You cannot. Okay, so and then subsequently they said also, the child is not yours until a year. You take care, maybe because they want to be sure that the parent will look after the child properly. So they wanted to adopt. Now because they couldn't show the child off on social media, they decided, okay, we'll not adopt this child. Now I don't know whether they are stupid. I really don't know whether they are stupid. I mean, were they able to articulate their thoughts properly, or is it their explicit agenda that when they get a baby, they want to show this baby on social media and get more views and followers and have engagement, and if they cannot get, it's not beneficial to us. Now I would like to believe that they are not so shallow. Honestly, I would like to believe. But if in case, let's say they are the types who want a baby to show off on social media. Now, what do I think about this? Now, I've told you, I would like to believe that they are not those kind of shallow human beings. Okay, and that's my stand. If they are not and they didn't know how to explain it, fine. They're just dumb and stupid that they didn't know how to articulate their thoughts properly. But if in case they are the types of people who want a child just to promote themselves on social media, this is where I give them the other side of the opinion. Now, in a way, honestly speaking, I'm glad that they were upfront about this. That yes, we want to have a child in order to show the child on social media so that we get more views, more engagement, more fame, more popularity. That's our primary goal in life. So it becomes very clear that they're very clear about their purpose, their relationships, their friendships, their entire shtick that they have is based on this foundation. For them, fame is very important. For them, popularity is important. For them, monetization, engagement. That's their heart and their soul. And I guess at least they're honest about it. Okay? They could have portrayed themselves as very loving, caring, sweet people and hidden this agenda, and then it would have been far more damaging. Because remember, they didn't have to say it. They could have said, they could have given bullshit excuses. We were unable to adopt because it was very tough. They could have told lies. So I appreciate them being honest. The second part is, I would say the child itself, whichever child they were planning to adopt, this child was lucky that it didn't end up in this household, because the reason for adopting the child was very shallow. We will get this child for popularity and fame. Then what if the child is not popular? What if the child is not famous? What if the child ends up with some medical complications? They might end up dumping the child. Okay. So in a way, the child is lucky. Like one of my followers said, the child escaped a bullet. The last point that I want to tell you, now this is not about them. This is about generally people. We live in a day and age today where, the addiction for self-validation, likes, comments, share, engagement is become so, I don't know, it's so into our system today. That's how people judge your worth. Why do you think there are so many viewers new people who come to my channel? Oh fuck, only 40,000 subscribers. What the fuck? You think you're something great? Then they check my views. Oh, what the fuck, only 200 views. You think you're something great. Then some others are like, hey, I thought you're driving such a shitty scooter and you stay in such a small house. You think you're fucking great. Then some people look, man, your video production is so cheap. You don't even wear a suit and tie. Then some people, oh, your face is tattooed. Fuck, what a freak. Some others, oh, you look so fucking ugly. The funny thing is, they don't mind passing comments about me, but they don't like comments being passed about them. See, you will comment about me. Does that mean you're the epitome of perfection? There's nothing wrong with you. You're the richest in the world. You're the most successful in the world. Maybe you have more money than me, but someone out there has more money than you, right? Maybe you're smarter than me, but there's someone who's smarter than you, right? So just imagine Elon Musk comes and says, hey, you piece of shit. You don't even have the number of followers I have. What will you say? I'm pretty sure you will say, there is this fascination for noise. Louder the noise, better your bike. So anyway, this is the wannabe Harley. It's not a Harley, but it's a wannabe Harley. Okay, so what I was saying was, so if Elon Musk were to tell you that, I'm pretty sure you turn around and say, it doesn't matter even if you have billions of followers, I'm happy. I'm very sure you'll say that, very sure. So in the same way, I'm happy. Given my limitations, given whatever I have, I was born with this face. I was born with these choices. I made these choices, sorry. These tattoos on my face. I live a simple life. End of the day, why we do whatever we do to make it happy. But now the problem comes where we associate our sense of happiness with something. And that with something is this virtual world. YouTube's algorithm itself, let me give you an example. YouTube's algorithm. Why do you think every content creator saying a like would be nice, a share would be nice, do comment? Why all these YouTubers asking, it would be so nice if you would have a share or like. Like even Mr. Who's the Boss, who has, I think 5 million or I don't know, 10 million subscribers. Mr. Who's the Boss. He is a fantastic creator. Even in every video of his, a like, a share, a subscribe would be nice. He has to mention that. Why does he say that? Because that's the only way he's going to get preferred. I honestly speaking, I hate to say that. That's why I just put a screenshot at the top. Who wants to do, let them do. The problem is, this is how our society is today. Where once upon a time you were judged on your bank balance and your power, which anyway is the foundation in the corporate world. Today in the socially networked world, it is number of likes, number of followers. In fact, I know one content creator whose YouTube channel got banned. You know why? This person was busy faking the number of followers, faking the number of views. Every video 100,000 views. I used to see the videos. I was like, wow, this guy is getting 100,000 views per video. Wow, his subscriber growth is like 1,000 per day. So I was like, fuck, this guy is amazing. And he brand new channel. And one fine day, the channel is no more. So then I reached out and I asked, what the fuck happened? The guy was pretty devastated because 1 year of work and effort was gone. And then he admitted, I was putting fake views and all that. He was open to me. I felt bad for him. He spent a lot of money on the views, fake views, and he spent a lot of money. So, that is why even today in so many parts of the world, if someone in TikTok in India, when TikTok got banned, one girl committed suicide, one of them lost their account and they got depressed, one boy wanted to kill his father or something because he didn't want him to be on TikTok. This addiction that is there is because their sense of self-worth, their importance. So what I'm trying to tell you, the bottom line is this. Fine, you want to be famous on YouTube or social media. You want to base your sense of self-worth with followers, and fine. But my only request is, please don't ruin someone's life, especially a child's life, for that greed, for that need of yours, that need to validate yourself, for that need to be popular. I'm really glad that this couple, if this was their agenda, that they were at least honest about it, so that they didn't end up spoiling a child's life. But if there are so many other people who pressurize their children, oh, look at, like my mother, oh, look at that boy, neighbor's boy, who is so smart, oh, he gets first rank, look at you, oh, she's obedient, look at you, oh, look at that boy, he doesn't talk too much, you talk so much. So when you start comparing and all that, it can destroy a child's life. So my only request is, whomsoever is watching this, if you are already a parent of a child, please don't put pressure on that child to be the perfection that you want them to be. Be it getting a marriage partner, be it your religious views, be it your concept of the world. Allow them as a unique human being to have their identity. I'm not saying let them live their life the way they want, be sexually deviant or smoke, drink. No, rules are rules. Don't mix. I'm talking about social media, popularity, fame, and importance in society. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This is me signing off. Guys, take care.